there you go. My camera decided no thank you. But my camera was probably positioned just down when I guess this stand is not. I guess it's broken. I'm gonna have to fix that later. Anyhow, wrong thing. Anyhow, big up to everyone in here already. City are absolutely cooked before the season even begins. I don't think Pep will step down. I just don't think he'll do that. I think he'll leave after the mutual consent at the end of the season. Because of one of three reasons. Pep Guardiola wins the Premier League. I've done it. I'm that guy. I'm gonna leave. That's what he's gonna do. Pep wins the Champions League. Same story. He wins nothing. I fucked up. I guess I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna disappear. I think that's what he's gonna do. I think he's gonna do one of those three. So that's just a feeling I have. So I don't think he'll step down. But we have no chances. Absolutely no chances of winning a league title. There are none. Actually, there are. 5% chance, because it's always a chance. But the way we are right now, if you compare our squads to Liverpool, Arne Slot needs to be sacked if he finishes below us. Unless Wirtz, Salah, and Van Dijk all get injured at the same time. Like, bro, the difference in quality is immense. Hello, big up to him, how are you? Yeah, this was official, I believe, yesterday already. He got number 8. League win by Christmas for City. Big up to Steve Black, how are you? Hello to those as well, how are you? How is everyone in here? Big up to AK. I believe AK, excuse me, I believe AK is starting up his own channel, aren't you, AK? So feel free to drop your link, because I know you're making your own channel. City still didn't learn from last season's disaster. I mean, that's what it looks like, isn't it? I'm gonna talk a bit here about players that we've signed in the past, because I keep hearing, oh, Trafford is a risky signing because yada yada. Our current goalkeeper came from Benfica, not a top 5 league. And we're talking about ready-made players, which we have to sign a ready-made player, apparently. Ederson was not a ready-made goalkeeper when we signed him. We signed him from Benfica when he was hot, just before he was ready. He was not a ready-made player. So this is what I'm going to talk about here today, because I think people have the idea that you can sign a goalkeeper the way you can sign a centre back. Goalkeepers are different from every other position in football. You know why? Because when you're the best goalkeeper, you will play every game. You can't get better than playing every game. You can't get better than that. When you are Donnarumma at PSG, you're the top goalkeeper. You're going to play every game. PSG will not want to let Donnarumma go. Courtois at Real Madrid, they will not want him to go. Alisson at Liverpool, another good example. Joe Hart a few years ago, and Ederson just a few years ago. When you are the top goalkeeper, clubs don't sell you. You don't sell your best goalkeeper, unless you're getting a better one. But, I mean, if you're going to buy a goalkeeper from a club that believes they can get a better one, then that club doesn't have a great goalkeeper, does it? Then that's a top club who can get a better goalkeeper. We should just get who the top club is going after. You know where these goalkeepers play? You know where these top goalkeepers play before they play for the top club? They play for Benfica. They play for Ajax. They play for, I don't know, Burnley, for example. Top goalkeepers do not play at top clubs unless they've been bought by a top club. I mean, it's a very simple concept, but that's how it works. And once a top club buys a top goalkeeper, he's not leaving that club. It just isn't happening. So the way people are like going on about this Trafford deal, oh, it's a risky signing. Okay. I mean, KDB carried a certain element of risk with him. He flopped in the Premier League before, remember? So was that a risky signing? What about Ederson, our previous goalkeeper, who had never played in top division football before when we signed him? Was he a risky signing? What is a risky signing? Is a risky signing a good player who just doesn't play in the first division? Is that what a risky signing is? Because I would disagree. When I hear a risky signing, I'm imagining a player we have no idea how good he is. If I look at statistics, and I haven't watched this guy, but if I look at statistics, if I look at him winning goalkeeper of the season, I have to surmise he's a good goalkeeper. He's arrogant as well, he's got confidence, and he's got aerial clearances. He's got what we need. He's from the City Academy. He knows how to play Man City football. I don't know what people seem to think so risky about this, but oh well. Anderlecht 1-0 against Hakken. I would imagine Anderlecht win that game. Shot 1-0 at full time. Pep will be Oak and sign a new contract. I doubt he signs a new contract, to be honest. I think he'll leave. I think he'll win something and he'll fuck off. That's what he'll do. Even if it's a Carabao Cup, he'll say, I won it and now I'm fucking off. Liverpool getting Rodrigo, Isak, Wirtz, Ekitiki. I doubt they get Isak as well, to be honest, but still, that's already a very good squad state, and they've got a balanced squad. People are like, oh, but we got Sherky, Aitnouri, and Reinders. Great. Still need a right back, we still need a goalkeeper, we still need to get rid of the old players. So Liverpool is ahead of us by a country mile. Absolutely. I'm still in the works, but once that's done, I'll drop my link. Big up to AK. Big up to AK anyhow. Check that channel out when it's ready, I suppose. What? No one kicked a ball yet. Liverpool ain't all that good. Okay, Liverpool have a player in every position. Don't have a right back. So yes, Liverpool have a better squad. You know why they have a better squad? Because they have players in every position. They've got players like Wirtz, and correct me if I'm mistaken, but Wirtz has kicked a ball before. Salah has kicked a ball before. Who else did they sign? Oh fuck, what's the striker name? Ekitiki. He's kicked balls before. He's scored goals before. He'll be an improvement on Darwin Nunez. I mean, hard not to be fair, but we don't need to watch football to know that these players are good. I mean, you do, but we don't need to watch football this season to know they're good. We saw them last season. And sure, the decline can happen rapidly. But are we saying that all of Liverpool's players, most of them in their 20s, are going to decline? Doubtful. The board, the manager, and the players' complacency. Now, I don't care about what the players do, to be honest. I mean, it's on the manager to play the players. So, if the players are complacent, just drop them. That's my take on it. If the players are complacent, drop them. Either they'll turn up or someone else will play better. I'm not that concerned about what the players do. I'm just concerned about bringing in the correct players. So it's more so the board and the manager. And even then, I don't know if it's the board that's complacent or not. Because like I look around right now in what we're doing in the transfer window. We were linked to a few right backs. None of them happened. Why is that? Is it Pep coming in between? We were linked with a lot of players to leave who haven't left. Is that Pep coming in between? I don't know. 25. Evening Blue Wigs. Evening Blue Rens Brigade. Photo start of the Belgian League. Yes, Steve, and formidable. Didn't he play with the number 6? Didn't he play with the number 6 earlier? Well, that was Rudolf Trace, right? AK. We'll see. Okay, yeah, big up to everyone in here. When Haaland gets injured and Marmouche goes to AFCON, who's scoring the goals? Hopefully Sherky. I mean... you know what, though? AFCON needs to reschedule, bro. Fucking fix your schedule, AFCON. No offense, but fix your schedule, bro. I'm just saying. This is annoying. But, yeah. Let's just hope they drop out of AFCON pretty soon. Get me Rodrigo, Gibbs White, and 2 more defenders. I mean, I don't see what Rodrigo immediately fixes unless Doko and Savio both leave. So, I mean, this is the annoying part. The defenders are the priority for me. AZ lost, and Utrecht 1-3-1. Rodrigo is a risky signing. I'm willing to take. He's not risky. He's immediate quality, let's be honest. Issue is not Trafford, it's how overhyped about the issue. It's not overhyped to say he's better than Ederson, because pretty much every goalkeeper is right now. Ederson is already thinking about where to go. Ederson is not with his head at Man City. Trafford said, I will be the England #1, I will be the Man City #1. His head is completely in Man City. Ederson, let's talk to Gala. Let's talk to a Saudi club. Yeah, I'm open to leaving, but I'm willing to stay so I can get some wages. That's a problem, bro. He doesn't care about this club. He's gonna give 60% at most. He's already playing shit recently. So what is 60% of whatever the 4-beat season? That's what we saw in the Club World Cup, and it will be diabolical. Any goalkeeper is better than that. At the end of the day, you've got to improve from what you have. And Trafford, listen, I ain't watched him. I like the statistics, but I haven't watched him, and statistics aren't everything. But he's better than Ederson. I don't need to watch him to know that. Because he'll be here for Man City. Ederson won't be here for Man City. He'll be here for the money. You'll get an Onana situation with Ederson. He won't be that bad, because he can't be, but he'll be bad. What's the point of watching football now? Apparently, Dippers won the quad out. Nobody's saying that. Nobody's saying that, but saying that's weird pulled to win a league title when we have no right back, when we have no goalkeeper, no good goalkeeper. Saying that we're gonna win the title when Gundogan is likely to play, when Nico Gonzalez could potentially leave. All of these things is not a title-winning squad being built. Strong players are being forced out, I believe. Take a look at Echeverri. He could get loaned out. He's a young player I want to see. And you won't win a league title with Echeverri. Neither will you win a league title with Gundogan. So you may as well give the young players who are going to improve a chance over the old players who are going to get worse. Because Gundogan, last season, he played 6 good games at the end. But last season, he was bad. He's going to be worse next season. Because he's gotten another year older. Echeverri next season will improve throughout the season. Gundogan will go down, decline throughout the season. So there's absolutely no reason here to do a rebuild if you're just going to keep all the old players. I mean, it's not a rebuild at that point. It's just a farce. Before the ball has been kicked. 200 million? Bro, fuck your coin. We ain't got 200 million apparently. We're guilty of 115. We've been guilty for like 5 years now. We ain't got 100 million. Or 200 million. But when we do spend big, watch Crash out. They've got a better squad and manager. I want to see... I want to see Arne Slot a full season. That's what I want to see. Because Arne Slot, sure, he's had 1 season with not his own squad. I want to see him a full season with his team. That's what I heard. What is what you heard? Club doesn't care, so why? I don't know if they don't care, but they're not building the right way, in my opinion, at the moment. So why should we? We're fans. We are getting no one else. Maybe Trafford. Trafford would already be a huge improvement. Any goalkeeper would be a huge improvement, in my opinion. That's the biggest thing to look at right now. We have no chance at a league title. No realistic chance with how the squad looks right now, I agree. Liverpool is rebuilding better. Hey! Hey! Bro? You're actually spitting. Why is Liverpool rebuilding better and they just won a league title? You remember 1920, Liverpool wins the league title. 2021, bang, gone, never to be seen again. They didn't touch another league title in 4 years. They got close, to be fair, at points, but didn't touch another league title 4 years. After being so good in 1920, they just why is that? Why is that happened? Know why? Because they didn't rebuild when they had to. Now Liverpool saw that, saw their absolute drop off, and said, yeah, let's not make the same mistake twice. And they didn't. They won a league title, they are rebuilding. They are not going to dip again. They don't want to. They're preparing for that dip, and they're preparing to catch themselves with these new players. And if they're not as good as the previous players, at least your decline won't be as drastic. What are you on about, Alf? Season has not started. So? When the season starts, it's too late to sign players when the season starts. I know there's a few signings you can make once the season starts, because the transfer window closes like, I believe it's August the 31st or 1st of September. I'm not sure exactly. That's like 5 games, 4 games. If you're signing players when the season has already begun, I think that's too late, personally. Steve, tell that to the Dippers. It's over for the Medables. Let's not watch anymore. I'm going for the sabbatical yet already. Don't care about scouts. We are city and best in the world. That's delusional. Like, I'm sorry. That's delusional. I want to be the best in the world, but what you want is not the same as what is reality. If you don't want to look at the reality, I don't know what to say about that. Or if you genuinely believe that, that's maybe another thing. But that's not the truth. We are not the best in the world right now. Best in the world would have a right back. We don't. If Liverpool wins the quad, I wonder what Alf will be talking about on in his streams. They're not touching on quads, let's be honest. He sounds a Scouts fan already. What is this? Trophyless season incoming. Hope not. Breaking news. Ajax. Oh, there you go. Ajax refused to bid from Chelsea. Goalkeeper at Stoke and stuck million guineas in. Bro, that goalkeeper you're talking about is Ederson quality. If you think Ederson is good enough, okay, fair enough. Fair enough, but you just say it. If you think Ederson is good enough, just say it. Oh, this goalkeeper is shit. Ederson came from Benfica. He did not come from a top league. I'll tell you one thing about Portuguese league. You've got the big three. Sporting, Benfica, Porto. The rest is shit. The championship, you generally have some good teams in there. Not Premier League quality, but most of the Portuguese teams, outside of the top 3, are diabolically bad. I would reckon that the championship is about the same level as the Portuguese league. With the exception, the Portuguese league has the top 3, and maybe Braga, and another club here or there once a season, that's good. And the championship doesn't have that. That is where Ederson came from when we bought him. We're pretending like we buy goalkeepers from Real Madrid. We're pretending like we shop at Real Madrid. We don't buy ready-made goalkeepers. Nobody buys a ready-made goalkeeper. It's the only way you get a ready-made goalkeeper is before he goes to a big club. Now, if Trafford goes to a big club, there you go. Now you get to see is he top quality or not. If he's going to Let's say Chelsea, I don't know, random club. Let's say he goes to Chelsea. Won't happen, but just theoretical. And he's great at Chelsea. Now suddenly the argument is, oh, why did we not buy Trafford? He had a buyback clause, it was cheap. He's clearly better than Ederson. Echeverri should take free kicks from now. Nah, it's way he took one good free kick, but that's way too early to say in my opinion. The talk about Eddie's new contract stopped when people started threatening his wife's GM. Maybe these two are correlated. Maybe. Listen, I don't condone any abuse. I do not condone any abuse. I don't care who you are abusing. Abuse is abuse and it's wrong. So I don't condone any of that shit. So I don't know if that's correlated or not. I don't know. I don't know. That's my honest opinion on it. I don't know. Alf, why don't you make Steve Black a mod? Got enough moderators right now. I mean, I don't need any moderators, no. And I can moderate my own chat. When I get a bit bigger, I'll maybe add him. Subscribe to Alf, get him to 1.1k. Big up to Rosa. Do be subscribing. Do be subscribing. Samaritans on speed dial. What? Hi Rosa. Yeah, big up to Rosa. Nota mate. Alf, what do you think the club? Do you want the club to do if there is no real offer for them? 9 million euros for Ederson is way more than I think we could, way more than I would have expected. He's diabolically bad. He was the worst goalkeeper in the Club World Cup. I think 3 million was enough for Ederson. It's bad. Very bad. I'm sorry, this is not the Ederson of 2 years ago, yeah? This guy was the second worst goalkeeper in the Premier League last season. The only one worse than him was Onana. He doesn't care about Man City anymore. Yes, take 9 million for Ederson. Honestly, take 9 million for him. 9 million is pretty lucky for a guy who can't stop anything. I believe he had the worst save percentage in the Premier League, bar Onana as well. I know he had the worst save percentage in the Club World Cup. Head out, Brigade. So, yeah, I would accept that. Pep out is heroism. Steve, Newcastle United are moving like a small club. They really are. I mean, I don't care about Newcastle. I don't know about that either. I mean, listen, right now we're playing catch-up, but Liverpool will lose some of their players. To age and to other factors, some of them will leave. So, say we're gonna play catch-up for years. Hopefully not, but right now we are playing catch-up and we're not catching up. I massively disagree. The 4 only positions Liverpool have better players than us is Salah, Van Dijk, Alisson, and maybe Frimpong. So we look at Liverpool. They have a better goalkeeper position. The best centre back between our two clubs is Van Dijk. Konate is a very good centre back as well. They've got a great left back in Kerkes. They've got a very good midfield in Gravenberg and McAllister with Words on top. He's gonna be proper good to watch. They've got the best winger in the Premier League. They've got a solid goalkeeper. And they've got, I mean, an okay left winger in Gakpo. I don't rate Frimpong like that, not as a right back. As a right wing back, sure, but as a pure right back, not really. But you look at Man City. You look at Man City. Our squad right now, where is the balance? Right back is a midfielder, which is even worse than Frimpong. Centre backs? Who are our centre backs going to be? Is it going to be Gvardiol, Diaz? Okay, fine. Fine, you've got solid centre back. But Van Dijk, Konate is better, in my opinion. Now, Van Dijk might regress, sure, but as it stands, Van Dijk and Konate are better than Gvardiol and Diaz. Left back? I mean, Aitnouri, sure, I like him. Sure, you've got a okay left back there, but it's no balance. Kerkez is a defensive left back. You've got an attacking right back in Frimpong. We've got an attacking left back in Aitnouri, and an attacking right back who's not actually a right back in Nunez, or Rico Lewis, I suppose, if he plays there, which I strongly doubt. So, we've not got the same balance in our back four already. But sure, quality is there. Liverpool is a bit better, but quality is there for Man City. Alisson, much better than Ederson. Okay, midfield. Rodri, Reinders, Foden, I guess it would be. Probably the best midfield in the Premier League. How often are we going to see that midfield? We know Rodri can't play every game. But we know he will get injured. That just happens. When you get an ACL, you'll just pick up injuries. So how often will we see that midfield? And when Rodri goes down, who plays instead of Rodri? Bernardo Silva is captain. Where does he play? Does he play in the 10? Does Foden get dropped? Or does he play right wing? Does Cherki come into the 10 or does Cherki get dropped? That's my problem. Their squad is balanced. Ours isn't. Wimbledon in. Can't wait for Liverpool and us not to... Let's not do this. Raducanu. I don't know who that is. I already pinned this, Rosa. Stop being a fraud. See, I already pinned this. Being a fraud. As a City fan, we are the best. Don't care about others. Being a City fan doesn't mean believing things that are objectively. I mean, you can think we are the best, but that doesn't make you a better Man City fan. It doesn't make you a Man City fan at all. You are a Man City fan. That is separate from thinking we are the best. Maybe you think we are the best because you're a Man City fan, but being a Man City fan is separate from. And being a fan of a club does not mean being willfully delusional about something. We need 3 to 4 to compete, I reckon. More players. A front 3 of Marmoush, Haaland and Foden, or Cherki, with a 3 of Rodri, Reinders, Foden, Cherki, while the backline is Aitnouri, Josko, Diaz and Nunez. A new right back will be good. Ederson. So, Ederson is very weak there. Nunez, a new right back will be good, as you said yourself. For the rest, I like the team. Again, my concern is Bernardo Silva is captain. He is going to play. So, Foden or Cherki will be benched for the Bernardo Silva, I reckon. Probably Foden. Maybe he's coming back. I don't know. Rodri. Listen. Rodri Reinders is the best double pivot in the league, no question. In fact, Rodri is the best midfield in the Premier League. Forget the other two, Rodri is the best midfield in the Premier League. How often is Rodri fit? That's my question. I think he's gonna get injured a lot. Because we're gonna rush him back. And when you've got an ACL injury, you just pick up injuries. It's minor injuries, just minor muscle injuries. You're gonna pick them up. That's what I think. So, on paper, that's great, but when Rodri goes out, what's our backup option? Steve, in my mind, always say that. This 11 is more than good enough to win the league. Well, again, I disagree. I really strongly disagree. Like, Ederson is diabolically bad. I mean, I'm repeating myself. Ederson is not with his head in Man City. Ederson is already dreaming about where he goes when he leaves Man City. So you've already got a goalkeeper, a very key position. Just diabolical. Then so many City fans seem to be arguing Trafford will be good because what he did in Championship. Then shouldn't we buy the best right back from the Championship too? In short, go ahead. Maybe he is that good, but goalkeeper is a very different position. You don't buy goalkeepers the way you buy other player. You can go buy the best player at, let's say it. You can go buy a player from Bayern München. You can do that. You will never buy a goalkeeper from Bayern München. Goalkeepers is a race to be first. It's a race to be first to a goalkeeper signature. Once a big club signs a goalkeeper, he's not leaving that big club. Man City has always signed players on the precipice of the trade. If there is a right back in the championship good enough for Man City, go sign him. Go sign him. But if there's not a right back in the Premier League good enough for Man City, in the championship, don't go sign a right back from the championship. It's apples and oranges, respectfully. But the good thing about playing for the Benfica is that he plays Champions League football. Sure. Liverpool building a super team. You need to reply with some big players. Too many wishy-washy fans. Steve Hope never dies. Had any League One right back like Carl Walker. Facts. Yet City fans got gassed up over Trafford. Seriously. No experience, crap Premier League experience, and now we're signing him for our number one. Insanity. I mean, the other choice is you keep your Ederson. Ederson is worse. Let's just say it as it is. Again, you're comparing goalkeepers to outfield players here. It's completely different. Sander Lommens. None of you have ever heard of Sander Lommens. I'm 100% certain of that. He's going to come into the Premier League next season and he's going to be a good goalkeeper. Not saying great, but he's going to be a good goalkeeper. Goalkeepers are different. Goalkeepers are a special position. You can't buy a goalkeeper the way you buy a right back. It's a very simple concept if you it's gone for the most. Fans are realists, especially match-going fans. We can see we are falling behind. I trust the club to get it right. I have some trust in the club to get the right players because our scouting is elite. I mean, that we've seen over the years, but other than that, I'm not quite sure. Ederson needs to go. But it has nothing to do with his ability nor age. He has to go because I disagree. I disagree. He's fine. Fine. He's fine in regard of like his family situation if he plays well next season. Why Ederson needs to go is his ability. It's purely his ability. In terms of his family situation or being abused, terrible stuff. But in that regard, I don't want him to leave. I want him to leave because he's not playing good. That's why I don't want him to leave. Unfortunately, our biggest so-called fan base are from Twitter. Okay, you don't need a mod for 5 people to be fair. Yeah, you know, I don't need a mod for that. In fact, I've got AK in here. I've got AK for the full 5 people. Anyone else concerned about this idiotic Trafford signing? I mean, again. Thibaut Courtois. Nobody knew who Thibaut Courtois was when he was bought by Chelsea and loaned out to Atletico Madrid. He won goalkeeper of the season at Atletico Madrid. Goalkeepers are different. We're comparing goalkeepers to outfield players. Goalkeepers break through, and either they're that guy or they're not. Get behind City, only realism. That's not realism though, is it? Steve, I didn't ignore. Statistically speaking, that is not true. He is one of the best shots preventers in the planet. I'm always behind the club, whether we win, lose or draw. I'm behind the club because I'm a fan, but that doesn't mean I support the decisions or I won't criticize. That's 2 different things. Guardiola is far better than Van Dijk. Not Van Dijk, Konate. Yeah. I was about to go in on that. Guardiola is better than Konate. Absolutely agree. But Van Dijk is better than Guardiola. Konate is better than Ruben Diaz right now. Especially if we don't get a defensive right back to cover for him. So then, I mean, their centre back pairing is better than ours. Sure, Guardiola is better than Konate, but Van Dijk is better than him, and Konate is better than current Ruben Diaz. So, I think that's, I mean, I agree, but that's a bit of a moot point if you ask me. I have one question. Did Liverpool get oil money? Not that always rich. Liverpool has always been rich. They just don't spend money. I mean, guys, with Liverpool, yeah, they are not building a dynasty. Don't get too excited. They have done this before. They go out and they have replaced Salah with words. Instead of pure star power X Factor, Salah has been replaced by words. Robinson has been replaced by Kerkez. Who else did they sign? That's about the major ones, isn't it? They haven't signed a centre back yet to replace Van Dijk. They haven't brought in an extra star power. They're just replacing the ones they have right now a season before they leave. So I don't think Liverpool has done this before. Don't get me wrong, but for the next season, when they've got all those players, that's different. From a random source, or that they just save up the money. I think they always had money. I think that they always had money. They just don't want to spend. City will be fine. Sure, but City has to do the right things. Sure. I don't rate either of them at right back, but I do think Frimpong is better. Marginally. Last season, if anything, seen so-called City fans name out players and Pep. What? Anything so-called City fans names out players and you mean calling names? Yeah, that comment was about shot stopping, yes. Anyone worried about Diaz playing in a high line? I'm worried about that. And we had Kyle Walker, it was fine. I mean, people are telling me why high lines don't matter. True, respectfully. Or why pace doesn't matter in a high line. Respectfully, if you don't think pace matters in a high line, every top manager ever disagrees with you. Respectfully. Every top manager disagrees with you. Think pace doesn't matter in a high line. But we've got a high line. We've got pace on the left side with Gvardiol. I'm assuming we go into a back three with Gvardiol left centre back, Diaz goal centre back, and then right-sided centre back. I'm assuming that's how we defend when we go forwards. So we've got pace on the left-hand side, we've got no pace on the right-hand side, or down the middle. So Gvardiol has to run down the middle. And right-hand side, but Nunez is okay pace-wise. He's a little bit slower than Koundé. Now, Koundé is not the fastest, but he's faster than Matheus Nunez. Which isn't great. Matheus Nunez is okay pace-wise, but is he gonna run back 30 yards when he's already poor defending and clean up defensively? He isn't. So I'm very worried. About that centre-back area. That's three in the back, which I'm assuming we'll be playing. Because if he gets caught out on the counter next season, constantly, again, I mean, what does it matter if you score 3 goals and you lose 4-3, right? Van Dijk is better than Diaz, but Josko is far better than Konate. Sure, but Konate is better than Diaz. That's... like, Spartacus, you can disagree with me, but this is how I look at it. Kerkez and Ait Nouri are about equal. Maybe Kerkez is better, maybe like Nouri is better, I don't know. I'd call them equal. Fine. Van Dijk is better than Gvardiol. Konate is better than the current version of Diaz. So in that back three, let's be generous to Man City and say that let's be generous and say that Aït-Nouri is better than Kerkez. It's very much, but let's say he's better. So one Man City player in that back four is better. Two Liverpool players. Now earlier you said that you think Frimpong is a better right back than Matheus Nunes. So if you go player for player in that back four, we have one left back that's better. You have a right-sided, a left-sided, and a right back, left side and right side centre back, and a right back, but all better. And you can disagree with that. You can say, no, I think Diaz is better than Konate, sure. But that's the way I look at it. So that is a major problem. Their defense is way sharper, and their tactics are way sharper as well when it comes to dealing with counterattacks. At least they were last season. We don't know next season tactics yet, but if we go off of that, Diaz is focused on Maya. City is secondary. Maya like his girlfriend or something. I don't care about his personal life, effectively. Diaz will get replaced in many games. I think so. I don't get nervousness from our fan base. We've just got 3 top signings through the door. And all we need is a right back and a goalkeeper. And we are sorted. And the defensive midfielder, should Nico Gonzalez leave, he may not. I'm not saying he's leaving, just saying if he leaves. But when we went into the transfer window, what was everyone saying? Everyone said, top priority, right back. We still don't have our top priority. So I mean, I get it, but we see the fancy toys and Cherki and then Aït-Nouri and Reinders top signings, but we still haven't addressed our right back area. It has been one of the biggest, if not the biggest issue last season. That is where the problem is for me. That is my problem. The one about shot-stopping ability. I mentioned it. I thought it's absurd to make Trafford our #1 goalkeeper if we're supposed to be challenging for rookies. For trophies, I assume. Yeah, for trophies. We're not challenging for a league title with Ederson. So why is it a problem to get Trafford if you don't think you can challenge for a league title with him? You want someone better than Trafford? Sure. Go by Chevalier. We don't want Chevalier. The club wants Trafford. Trafford is an improvement, in my opinion. I hate autocorrect, bro. Autocorrect can take the piss, can't it? No one is saying we won't be fine. We can't let Scousers or Arsenal win the Prem, otherwise it might take years to get back on top. I mean, I agree. But once you start building a dynasty, it's pumping the engines. When McAllister or Gravenberg gets injured, who plays? Mate is massively injury prone. I mean, they've got players. I mean, the bench is okay. I think we don't have a great bench either. When Rodri gets injured, who plays? I mean, I get your point, but we've got the same issue. Every club has an issue when you get injuries, don't it? Yeah. Alisson is also getting injured quite frequently. They got a new goalkeeper, and I haven't watched him. I know nothing about him. But they did get a new goalkeeper. I'm actually curious to see how well he does. Absolutely too much about Maya. We'll get him benched. What's this Maya stuff about? Facts, Alf. Yes, I'm a Man City fan, not a happy clapper. Guardiola is not better than Van Dijk. Guardiola is sloppy. I didn't say he was. I didn't say that. It wasn't about you, Matt Hatter. Blah blah. Some of your fans sounding like Arsenal fans talking about injuries. Bro, there you go. The verdicts from rival fans. I don't think we're Arsenal fans quite yet, but keep it right. back, centre back, and covered for Rodri if Gonzalez gets sold. Yeah, that's about what we need. That's about what we need. And by the way, it's 30 days until the start of next season. 30 days. That's just over 4 weeks. Not a lot of time. Hunks 2.0 incoming. Fernandinho was the captain and rarely played. But he did play. He did start the game. And Bernardo Silva will play and will start the games. It's not started yet. PSG won't shite with starts. It's not guaranteed. Dangerous signing might have had a knock on Gonzalez's future. It shouldn't. The only reason that has a knock on Gonzalez's future is because Gundogan is staying. And because Gonzalez was disrespected, was on the bench watching Gundogan play. In short, again, Gundogan played 6 good games at the end of the season, and Gonzalez was bad against Everton. Both players were bad against Everton. But Gonzalez, the new player, the scapegoat for Pep. Gundogan, bad all season. Give him another chance, and another chance. Eventually, sure. Eventually we'll get to that player. Or eventually we'll get to that level if you keep giving him chances. We are in the top 5 race for sure. By the way, I don't read the chat upside down. But I have the chat open twice. If you're wondering why I'm looking down sometimes, I have the chat open on live chats over here. Big up to for Metal Boss, by the way, for the super chat. I'll get to that in a second. And I've got the chat open here on my screen as well, where I'm going through from top to bottom. Someone in chat's talking about how the players getting injured. But that's I don't like that. Oh, this team might get injuries. We might get injuries. Injuries are injuries. You gotta cope with them. I'm not wishing for them to be injured. I mean, I hope nobody's wishing for any injuries here. Too many fans play football on paper. We must sign a right back to seriously and sort keep it out. I mean, okay, play football on paper, sure, but... okay, let's not play football on paper. Let's not play football on paper. Let's go sign Marcus Rashford. We're not playing on paper. Marcus Rashford. Let's go get Claudio Bravo back. Let's go sign Calvin... I mean, we already have Calvin Phillips. Let's put him right back. Because it's not played on paper. I was being sarcastic about signing from a championship because we're doing that with Rashford. I think it's absurd. He has no experience Champions League. And poor in Premier League. I mean, when's the last time he was in Premier League? 2 years ago? What about Fernandes at Porto? He looks quality. I don't know. I don't watch Porto. I'm not going to tell you that I know these players and I don't. I'm saying that Konate is injury prone and that you have no backup to McAllister or Gravenberch. I mean, that's for the Liverpool fans to answer, but we have no backup to Rodri if Nico G leaves, and he very well might because he's tired of playing behind Gundogan. We've got no right back. Forget about a backup right back. We've got no real backup for Haaland because we keep switching to a false 9 whenever Haaland goes out. Every squad has... When you get injuries, you'll have problems. That's a universal thing in football. Does Alf understand what a fan is? You believe in your club, the best, whatever happens, it's why you support them. No, it isn't. And that is not what a fan is. A fan is not delusional. If I go talk right now to any single Crystal Palace fan and I ask them, are you winning the Premier League? They will tell me no. Are they all fake fans? Maybe I need to start doing surveys with Crystal Palace fans. Are you winning the Premier League? No, you're a fake fan. Being a fan of a club doesn't mean believing you're better than you are. That is not what a fan is. A fan is someone who supports our club, who likes our club, who watches our club and has some sort of connection with it. That's what a fan is, in my opinion. Don't gatekeep what a fan is. The only thing I hate with a fan is when they prioritize players over the club, players or the staff members, or when they prioritize being a true fan or gatekeep the fan base itself. That's the only two things I can't stand with fans. It's not being delusional, it's hopes. But I mean, hope can be delusional. I mean, sure, I hope that next season we win the treble, but I don't think we will. There's a discrepancy between what I hope and what I think is reality. Youngsters these days don't give a fuck about loyalty. I mean, there you go, it's the youngsters now. You can't be on the right mental space when your wife is being threatened, can you? Probably not, but I'm not Ederson. I'm not sure what he's up to. Bro? Bro, I am not gonna comment on Ederson's personal situation like I experienced that shit. I'm not Ederson. I can't talk about that. The only thing I can say is don't harass players, because you're a pussy if you do it. That's the only thing I can say about that. I've given up on Ederson. He switches off too much. Head's been turned. I agree with that much. Even before the abuse started, had that a lot of balls and moments. I mean, he's always had that in his game, to be fair. Remember Sevilla? Champions League, treble season. I believe it was Sevilla away. The absolute freebie of a goal they scored. I like Alf. He is completely different from any City content creator. He does not glaze and provides constructive criticism. Yeah, I'll criticize any team. I don't glaze Liverpool. People tell me I glaze Liverpool. And Liverpool fans tell me I don't respect Liverpool. Like, come on. I say Liverpool is not God. I disrespect Liverpool. I say Liverpool has the best squad in the Premier League. I glaze them. Oh, can't win. Can't win sometimes on the internet. Alf, what you just said about Courtois going to Chelsea is false. Chelsea bought him? No. It's not false. Because you didn't listen. I said Chelsea bought Courtois, loaned him out to Atletico Madrid. He was the best goalkeeper at Atleti. And they tried to get a clause in that he wasn't allowed to play against Chelsea in the Champions League. And UEFA had to intervene and say that clause is invalid because Chelsea regretted loaning him out. And when he came back to Chelsea, he's immediately coming into the first team. Courtois went from the Belgian league, nobody knew him, to starting player for Atletico Madrid every game. Respectfully, Atletico Madrid is still a bigger club than we are. Marginally, again, but still a bigger club than we are. He has death threats to wife and being hounded. We would all lose focus. I mean, yeah, sure, but again, I don't want to talk about that, honestly. I mean, he was playing bad before that happened. Again, not to justify it, yeah. But he was playing bad before that happened. That's the reason why he got the death threats and not Haaland. Because he was playing bad. Again, terrible thing to do, but he was already playing poorly. Okay, today sign. More interested in out. You know what? Let me first do this super chat. I'll come back to chat here. I'm waiting too long on the super chat. My apologies for the metaballs. Thank you for the super chat, though. I bought authentic Cities Away black shirt, 120. That shirt price, though, is ridiculous. Cool? That kit looks so fired, though. I think people get too salty about Puma. Listen, money is money. They produce some stinkers. They give us some banging kits as well, like that away kit, like the treble kit. They give us some bangers sometimes. But I'm not glazing opposition teams by saying they signed a good player. I openly said that Frimpong, I've said this many times, Frimpong is a downgrade from Trent. I mean, I'm not glazing them, I'm just saying my honest opinion. Exactly. Have you heard from Liam lately? Are we talking about this is City? Goalkeeper is the most difficult position to get right. Your goalkeeper is trash, you are bugged. Look at Man United. By the way, Man United, yeah? Them getting Senna Lummens will immediately put them top 10. Forget any other signing, yeah? Senna Lummens immediately puts them top 10. That's how bad Onana was. That's how important a goalkeeper is. I hope to God they fell, by the way, next season. I want to see them relegated at least once in my lifetime. Only he has finished school, but wasn't he going on holes? I'm guessing you're talking about Liam? Don't know, maybe. My guess will be get taxi with Martin to Turkey. Oh, dude. I agree with you, Alf. Spot on, mate. This is a Liverpool channel. I mean, I praise Liverpool, it's a Liverpool channel. I say Liverpool have signed a poor right back. I don't respect Liverpool. I mean, this is YouTube. This is YouTube. You say, yeah, Liverpool have the best squad in the Premier League right now because you're trying to be honest, not delusional. Blazing Liverpool, you're a Liverpool channel. Say they signed a poor right back, you disrespect Liverpool. You can't win on YouTube, can you? You can't win on this platform, you just can't. No matter what you say, you lose, basically. Unless you're glazing your own team 24/7. That's the only way you can win on this platform. Even then, if you are glazing your team constantly, someone will come in and say your team is not that good. Anderlecht won. Fucking pricks. 1-0, by the way. Struggling 1-0 against fucking Hakken. I hope they get shit on next season. Any team can get unsuspected injuries. I agree. What do you think transfers of Club Brugge? We're still lacking a right winger. Gold for the bit, we play. Gold for the bit, yeah? We go get Samuel Edozie and we play him right wing. Or Carlos Forbes, nah. Maya stuff. I mean, keeping up to date then. I got replica kits, 20 quid, Gordon Market. I mean, that. Oh, the Man City kit. Man City. What? What is my Man City? Okay, I'm gonna have to look for my City kit after this. I was about to talk about my City kits behind me, but I don't fucking have it, apparently. Gonzalez's future is his home life. Sure, maybe, as to why he might go. Gundogan can't go if Gonzalez wants to go. They can both go. You can still go sign a 6. They can both go. I don't mind both of them leaving. Gundogan is not good enough. If Gonzalez leaves because he doesn't like Manchester, fair enough. That is on him. I won't stop a player from leaving Man City. I can't. I'm not bored. But I will not stop, if I could, a player from leaving Man City if they are unhappy here. So sure, he might leave because of home situation. Sure, we don't know yet. But Gundogan is not good enough just because Gonzalez leaves. Go buy another 6. £20, a bargain. For the cat from Steve. We had no left back for the years, but we won loads. So now missing a right back, we are shite. We had Aki. We had other players who shoved on left back. In the treble season, part of that treble season, Cancelo was playing left back. I mean, again, we're acting like we didn't have adequate players in that position. Aki was good enough to play left back. Who is good enough at Man City right now to play to play right back? My opinion, nobody. God forbid Akanji. God forbid that. Akanji was fine, by the way, right back in the treble season. Now, I mean, he's gotten older because time. So, apples and oranges again. But the depths. This guy flip flops. We were best even in division. Absolutely. Liverpool fans are hypocrites. Every fan base is hypocritical. Every fan base is hypocritical. But, I mean, when we spend the most, it's all money. And when they spend money, it's fine. Nah, every fan base is hypocritical, let's be honest about that. But it's Red Cartel. Red clubs, they can do what they want. I mean, it's Red Cartel. If you're a Red club, go spend 500 billion. That's fine. You're a Red Cartel. You can do what you want. But, I mean, Man City does this. I mean, this is just a crime. So, there is a double standard, isn't it? There is a double standard for sure. But, oh well. It is what it is. Bolt the league bits if they don't, there is failure. Well, so let me delete that. Bolt the league, but if they don't, there's failure, it's pressure on. I mean, if they don't win the league title, I'm gonna laugh at them. I'm gonna proper laugh at them if they don't win the league title. Cool? When I get Nick back on this channel, if they fucking don't win the league title, I'm gonna be giving some banter. I can't lie. After all the money they splashed, they need to win that title. I can't lie. I'd rate the shirt, it's 9 out of 10. Black one? Yeah, I love that shirt. Only via expected fans. Expectant fans. Unfortunately, I wasn't born in the era where we used to dominate Division 2. I started supporting City in 07, since the Thomas Cook days. It's not about when you start supporting or where from its out club and back to whatever. That's just not what a supporter is. If I tell you I am happy with the state of our squad, I'm a liar. I'm a liar if I tell you that. Being a fan does not mean being a liar. In fact, I have a great quote from Game of Thrones. I don't remember the exact quote, but I have a great quote. Being a good soldier means telling harsh truths to your... or being a good servant, I think it was. Being a good servant means telling harsh truths. Being a good fan, you sometimes gotta say the truth, and if the truth is not good, oh well, that's the truth. The truth is the truth, whether you're a Man City fan or you're a Liverpool fan. The truth is separate from what a club I support. And if you want to say, nope, truth is fake, sure. Alf, he's still saying the new replica. What replica? Oh well. I agree. I don't think we need you telling us to back the club when we have been fans all our lives. We just want what's best, like we all do. I'm not, but in the same respect, don't need all the waffling shite and hype about it's the end of the world too. I mean, it's a business. Listen, it's a business, yeah? Football clubs are a business. If you work for a company, and it's your job to make sure this company does great, like let's say you're the financial analyst, you go to your boss and you say, this, and this is bad. We need to fix these things up. And if that company goes bankrupt, it's not the end of the world, but you don't want the company to go bankrupt because that's where you work. And the same applies. If Man City doesn't win the league title, I mean, it's not the end of the world, but I want Man City to win the league title. And I want Man City to do better. Listen, if we don't win the league title next season, but we're competing on all fronts and we're building a squad that can compete and that will do it the next year, fine. But that's not what we're doing right now, in my opinion. That's my problem. And if we can't talk about these problems, you would not have YouTube channels. You just wouldn't have them. Or at least you wouldn't have fan channels. The effort Alf puts in his channel is applauding. Thanks. Thank you. Oh, sure, it's good then. You both right, mates. Let's back City and good and bad peace for this. I mean, I'll back City. Hey, Jamie Carragher is here. Jamie Carragher is a fan of my channel. Hey, Carragher. Carragher. I just want to say, yeah? I just want to say. You need to stop disrespecting. You need to stop disrespecting Haaland. Yeah? Jamie? Let's make an agreement here. You stop disrespecting Haaland, and I'll glaze Liverpool. How about that? Great agreement you've got here. Beautiful, Carragher. There's a spider behind you. You mean that? That's a dog. That's a especially of a dog. I love spiders, I fucking love spiders. I like the rain drop one, picking it up. Yeah, I don't like that one at all. I don't like that one at all. So ugly. Deal agreed. There we go. The Haaland disrespect stops. But if White, I reckon, would be a 10 out of 10. If we sign Gibbs White, I would like Gibbs White. I can't lie. I would like Gibbs White. I think he would add a lot as a rotational player. But I mean, I still think we need a right back. But if we had Gibbs White, I think we're doing well. Surprisingly, I don't even rate Puma that high. I don't care. Money is money. Money is money. They'll give us a good get once in a while. That's enough. Bring back the Nike days. Nike, should I even say. Puma upped ante. Go Puma. Give us some banger kits and I'll be happy. Liverpool glazing starts. Oh shit. Trent is terrible. Great that he's off to Real Madrid. And Frimpong is the best right back ever. There you go. Big up Jamie. Shirts, not shirts, not started. Anyhow, I've been live for over an hour now. So Gibbs White shirts would be great. Let me stop waffling. Yeah. No, you know what, yeah? You know what? As long as we got a goalkeeper, it's fine not to have a right back. I'll leave it on that, yeah? As long as we got a good goalkeeper, and it doesn't have to be Trafford. Listen, Trafford, sure, nice. Don't give me any good goalkeeper. And I'll be fine. A right back we can do without for the one season. But we need a good goalkeeper. And we need a 6. In case Rodri gets injured, and he will get injured. So who is our 6? Nico Gonzalez if he stays. You sound French. Where are you from? Very close. I'm from Flanders. Almost sounds the same. So Flanders is in Flanders you speak Flemish, and Flemish is like imagine Frisian, the language Frisian, Dutch and French all in one. That is what Flemish is. It's a dying language, kind of like Welsh. Yeah, we had enough of yapping. There you go. Yeah. But I'm Flemish. Anyone reckon Donnarumma? He still hasn't signed a new deal. I mean, let's say this, yeah? Let's say this about Donnarumma. Trafford comes in one season. He's going to be better than Ederson. We can almost guarantee. So Trafford one season. At the end of the season, we look at Trafford. Are you good enough for Man City? If yes, go Trafford. If no, Donnarumma is on a free. There you go. You got your argument there. Sometimes you need to just make signings and see where it goes. You can't keep sitting on the same players. I won't criticize signings heavily, as long as we get signings, and then I'll see how well the players do. And if they do shit, so be it. Move them on. But just get players through the door. I trust the scouts. Scouts have rarely let Man City down. It's the state of the club that I don't currently trust. But you love Baleba. Je bent een oplichter. I'm a fraud. There we go. I'm a fraud. Let's leave it there. Yeah, you know what we're gonna redirect this. But love Baleba as a defensive midfielder. I must be the only man who does not rate Baleba. I mean, I rate Baleba, not that highly. He's okay. But I don't rate Baleba that highly, to be honest. I think he's a good player for where he's at, but not for the top club. I must be the only one who doesn't rate Baleba. I don't know. Anyhow, let's leave it there. I'll rate, and I'll see you guys on the next one. By the way, I'm a fraud in Dutch. In Dutch, see you guys on the next one. Bye.